We love that when you walk into our farmhouse, there's just absolutely no doubt that you've walked into a farmhouse, whether it be a metal chicken, a random puppy, you name it, until you come around the corner and take a look at our bedroom. You get all confused. You think that you've walked into some furniture showroom for a house somewhere in the suburb. And then to make matters worse, the bed is falling apart. So we got to do something. We got to change this up. It's time to build a bed that looks like it belongs in our farmhouse.
Hey everybody, welcome to Yellow Dog Farm.
Now we're going to do this bed DIY style. We did the same thing with our farmhouse table and really loved it. So the first thing we got to do is clean up this shop, get the woodworking stuff out, move Felix, and start unloading the truck. We found the plans for these beds on herdtoolbelt.com, and we've added the description below so you can check it out. We used all dimensional lumber, yellow pine, and 3 sheets of CDX plywood. So it's all really straightforward. We just used all of our standard shop tools.
Well, you can see that the wood stack is empty and it's all been converted to the pieces that you see here. Tomorrow morning we'll take that piece of plywood, get the table saw up against the end of the table there. That's what it was built for. And we'll go ahead and cut the plywood pieces. See you in the morning. It is just raining like crazy and wet and cold outside. So it's a perfect day to work in the shop and get some of this stuff done. There's little Penny. She's our new yellow lab of Yellow Dog Farm. Just like that. Here's our cut map. And we've only got one piece of plywood today, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this top one. Got a break in the weather, so everybody's getting outside and stretching their legs before they come back in about 3. There goes Miss Dolly. And her sister will be coming by here in a second. There goes Miss Sadie. You know, one thing I like about the design of this bed is that it uses pocket hole joints. Pocket hole joints are so forgiving when you put something together. And I'm using a Craig K4 jig to make the pocket holes. And I'll show you how it works. This is the jig itself, pretty simple and straightforward. And it has the thickness of the dimension that you're cutting that you set here. And then it's got a little guide where you set this drill. And when you go ahead and put it in the jig, you can see there that the drill bit comes in and puts this slanted hole. Now the drill bit also has a shoulder right here, and that's important because the screws have this flat edge to them, and that's what really helps bite in and hold these when you do the pocket hole. So let's just do a quick test one and we can see how it works. I've got this set to 1.5 inches, and I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 pocket holes in. Just pop it out like so, and then you can see the angled pocket hole here. And I'll just go ahead and plop it on this other piece of wood with a screw, and it comes with a square drive bit. Look at that, that is one strong joint, it's not going anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and take all the different pieces and follow the build plan and go ahead and get all these pocket joints set so we can start assembling everything. Hey, one piece of advice when you're drilling with the pocket hole is go ahead and mark all the locations that you're going to drill. It's really easy to get twisted around and drill the pocket hole on the decorative side, and then you've ruined the board. And so just take your time, always double check, say, am I on the right side of the board before you go and drill it. My hope is I won't do that at all this time around, but we'll see. Man, it feels like I drilled about 1 billion pocket holes. Every single board needed at least 4 of them, if not more. So just for fun, I'll have to add them up and see what's going on. But the great news is that's all done. We've got the workbench out of the way so that we can go ahead and start assembly on the footboard. We're going to go ahead and start out with the pre-cut pieces of 4x4. We're going to put a 2x4 in. It's going to have 3 1x6s, and then it'll finish off with another 2x4, and it'll give it a really nice inset. It'll make a lot of sense as soon as I get them all attached, and you'll see what the footboard's going to look like. So I'm just going to get after it. I am going, the decorative face, if you will, is on my side of the boards here. What I'm going to do is lay them down so that they hold, so I get good alignment here between the 4x4 and the 2x4, and we'll just move on from there. Here we go. Just take your time, make sure everything's flush and right where you want it. Remember, it's a farm style bed. It's meant to be a little bit rough. So, don't kill yourself trying to make it perfect. Just kind of, if it makes sense, go with it. Wow, I tell you, with these pocket hole joints, it's really great to just feel it all pull together and see what a solid joint we get. The one piece of advice I give is don't try to over tighten it. You can strip it out and make it useless at that point. Let's get the other side. So there are two different styles of 1x6s that we put pocket holes in. One just has attachments at the end, and then the other board has pocket holes that join the 1x6s together. So the idea is that you'll go ahead and alternate them. So the next piece down is going to be this 1x6 with all the pocket holes, so it can attach to the 2x4, and then also this 1x6. So we'll get after that. Now on the 1x6s, we'll go ahead and use these smaller 1 1/4 inch Craig screws. Well, there we go. That's what the footboard looks like. We'll go ahead and screw all the 1x6s together with pocket holes in it and get the cap on it for real. But I had to set this board here up on there and just see what it looks like. And then it's going to get one more board right down the middle here. So let's get to it. Well, that footboard was really good practice for the main attraction, the headboard. I learned a few things that I would do differently, and we're going to go ahead and start at the top because that way we can make sure that it's flush and then just have the run out down at the bottom where it's not critical. This does start with a 2x6. If nothing else, this thing's going to be really stout. You know, I gotta say, I'm really happy with the way that this has been coming along. The footboard's all the way done, and we're ready to go ahead and start doing the decorative touches on the headboards. This is a big project, so we're going to do it in a couple of parts. Thanks for watching so far, and I really hope that you'll watch the whole playlist and see how we put this bed together. See ya!